Why would people do that? Why should they consider getting up a little earlier than whenever they get up right now?
I think it's one of the best things my wife and I ever did. And then
Yeah,
just
it's
from a
cool.
mindset standpoint, like there I am so productive from 5:30 to 8 getting stuff done. When you get a good workout in and you're fueling your body and you're eating well, everything changes. Everyone talks about like making your calls and doing this. Well, you might as well feed your body and get a workout in and feel great beforehand because you're going to make even more calls and be better. So I think I love it. I know you do too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the money man, Mr. Matt Evans. Dude, when are you
Hello,
going to start
hello.
just when are you going to start just managing everybody's finances as smart as you are with money?
As soon as we get the word out, and I'm starting with Roger that just was on, and we're actually going to roll out an education series for 1099 agents,
Yes.
just
Yes.
so
Well,
they know on a tax side what to do.
Roger's got a lot more money than me, so you'll have some money to count for a while, which is good. Come on, right?
Well,
For
this is
those that
awesome.
don't know, yeah, this is fun, man. So for those that don't know Matt Evans, he'll be an 8% virtual buddy of mine, business partner of mine in F2 Financial Freedom. We're doing PNC acquisitions around the country. Matt's a financial
Yeah.
advisor. He's a freaking genius. What can they expect to learn from you on February 18th on the virtual event?
I can't wait for the virtual event. I think they're going to learn a lot of stuff from a lot of people and a lot of good stuff. And what I love about it too is they're going to learn a lot of different things. It's not all one thing. And so
Yeah.
I think from my end, what they're going to learn is we're going to talk a lot about the acquisition side and, how can you grow your business through acquisitions, which I love. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, some different areas maybe that other people don't know or haven't thought about where we can maybe make money through banks and credit unions. It's more of a long-term play, but it's a really amazing, amazing opportunity for people that don't know. And then we may even hit a little bit on how we can help grow revenue through what we like to refer to as overlay. I don't know how much time we'll have, but we'll hit on at least two or three of those subjects, and all of them will be great, I think, and a little bit different avenue than I think a lot of people are going to be talking about. So I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. We're really, when we get in the room with powerful people and you have some powerful conversations, um, it's kind of crazy what comes out of that. Was there a point in your career where you started realizing how important getting in the room really was?
Yeah, I think for me, going to a lot of these meetings, you have an opportunity basically to learn from people that are at the level you want to be at. And so if you want to be at a certain level, I love it when people are just honest and they're like, look, I'm making 80K and I want to make 200. How do I get there? And I'm like, great, man. Here's some of the things I think you should do, or go talk to Roger or go talk to Anthony. They know some. I love that everyone's in a different space so that, a lot of the meetings I used to go to, it was like everyone did exactly the same thing. So by
Mm,
hour two, I was like, oh my goodness, am I going to have to listen to this guy talk about the same thing again? But I love it. What I love about what you're doing is with the virtual and all your 8% is Roger has some great ideas. Anthony has some great ideas, but they're all different than mine. And so if something doesn't fit from my end, it may fit from another
yeah,
speaker's end. You may really get something from another speaker, whereas you're not hearing the same thing 15 times. Your
yeah,
lineup's
and
just
well, and their ideas are almost as good as your ideas too.
yeah, it's close. Got a close second, wouldn't you say?
I love it. Well, dude, you've really gotten all in, by the way, super involved. We're doing a ton together. We talk every day, multiple times a day. Sometimes
Yeah,
you're going,
yeah.
you're going to all the road shows. You're part of the big event. You're part of the virtual. Um, I mean, did you see this happening along the journey of your career where you're like traveling and helping so many agents and speaking and impacting? You're doing some cool stuff now.
I think you know me pretty well by this point to know that I wouldn't necessarily see myself as a speaker,
Yeah.
but I think we're all called to do different things, and even if those things mean to make you uncomfortable. So as I tell people to take a step, and I kind of make my talk around take your step,
Yes.
you shouldn't believe me if I'm not going to do it. You know
Mm,
what I mean? So
yeah.
if I didn't really see this all happening, I saw something happening, and I kind of approached you and your dad and said, here's a huge opportunity for us to make a big impact for people and to grow their businesses. What do you guys think? And you guys, to your credit, and that's part of what I love about you guys, it's like, yeah, we're in. How can we help you? Not It's kind of like your road shows and your virtual summits and your virtual everything that you're doing. And it's not like, yeah, we're in. It's going to be this, this, and this. I'm going to make this much. It's you're in, and how can we help? We're in, and I'm going to bring on speakers that can help everybody, not just Medicare or final expense or life or
Yeah.
investments. It's something for everybody. And if you're willing to take a step, there's no way you're going to leave that meeting without having another great idea.
Yeah, totally. What time did you get up this morning?
3:30 and a foot of snow.
3:30 a.m. and went to the gym in a foot
And
of
went to the
snow.
gym. And we were one of, I think, 10 people there, my wife and I. It
Jeez.
was awesome. I love it. We're doing a new thing. I'm going to have to send it to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, why should I mean I get up at like normally about 5:30 on average. I wouldn't say 3:30 for sure. I sleep in, you know.
Yeah.
Uh
You
why do
lazy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very lazy. What
Right,
just
right.
why would why would people do that? Why should they consider getting up a little earlier than whenever they get up right now?
I think it's one of the best things my wife and I ever did. If you're married and you go to the gym with your wife, it changes your relationship completely. Not because obviously you're never going to tell your wife anything that's, inappropriate, but if you see your wife working out next to you, there's nothing better. And then
Yeah,
just
it's
from a
cool.
mindset standpoint, like I am so productive from 5:30 to 8 getting stuff done. Cody gets texts from me and I'm like, man, I sure hope, oh, he's awake. I know Brian's not awake, but he's included, but whatever. But we get so much done between 5:30 and 8. And I honestly, you can connect with more people from 5:30 to 8 because that's not their working business hours. And
True.
so I'm pumped. I love
Yeah.
it. I couldn't go back. And I know
Yeah,
you
it is
love
kind of
it too.
Yeah, I do. I mean, the best times to get a hold of like you and Roger and my dad and these other people, it's before it's like 7:30 a.m. It's sometimes 7:30 p.m. I mean, we're working
And
some long days.
when you get a good workout in and you're fueling your body and you're eating well, everything changes. Everyone talks about like, making your calls and doing this. Well, you might as well feed your body and get a workout in and feel great beforehand because you're going to make even more calls and be better. So I think I love it. I know you do too.
Yeah, I totally do. There's no doubt about it. So for those that are thinking about getting an 8% virtual, Matt, and obviously they can click the link, they can use your code, which is pretty simple.
Matt.
It's Matt, right? I mean, it's pretty freaking simple. Why should they join us, hang out with all the speakers on February 18th, and come listen to you and use your code Matt right away?
Yeah, I think if you're considering it, you're on the fence. I think you'll find I've been to in 21 years, I've been to going to conferences, and I would say it's literally the best conference ever because of the diversity of not only thought, but the willingness to actually give true information that you can take home and use instead of, I'm going to give 25% and I'm going to hope you call me and then I'm going to try and sell you 500 things. That's not what happens. Every one of the speakers gives out all their information because in the end, the people that are willing to take their step is going to be about 5% or I guess 8%, I should say. And
I guess
so
so. Right.
I love that everyone's just so willing to share and be open and say, hey, call me. I'm sure all the speakers have been contacted by other people that have attended your events and just help them. I talk to people all the time, and it does something for me because I love helping people. But monetarily, it's not all about that. So if you just want to get a great feel for other ideas and be open to growing, there's nothing going to be better.
Yeah, I love it, buddy. Well, Matt, appreciate your time. Appreciate you being a part of this. Appreciate you being part of 8% Virtual. And we'll see you February 18th, brother.
Sounds good, buddy. Good to see you, man. Have a good one.
You
Get
too,
home.
man. That's right. Okay, if you guys are joining, you're listening, you're watching, and you're like, man, I need to be at this thing. I need to keep listening to Matt. Hit the link. Join us at 8% Virtual. We will see you soon. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. Thank you, Dallas. Ain't just Harry. We about to be legend. Who wants to be legendary today? Come on now, right? Who wants to at some